Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Millroad. In the north it is JibberJabber fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Communist Stalin, and the 30th Tank Corps with Guard Motor, Urban Defense, and Tank Hunter Tactics with Infantry, Penal Trooper Scout Cars. West and south it is Umirin, brah. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Rolling out here with the Brandenburger Panzergrenadier shown here with German infantry featuring the 250-1 half-track veteran squad leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and fragmentation bombs with double infantry Panzerfaust. In the north, we got engineered contras here for Jibber. In the south, Grenadiers MD-42s here. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacast who keep in the business. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can always just donate by PayPal. Links in the description. Always do comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Steady advance in the south with a bit more focused push here by Umirin. We got one grenade squad heading westwards. In the north here, Jibber spreading out the engineers conscripts. Penal troopers filling up here for the Red Army. The Strafniki equipped with AS-5040 semi-automatic rifles. MD-42 loading up here. In the south, Pioneers grabbing the point here. In the west, Grenadiers grabbing the western point. All very good so far. All very good. Engineers laying down some barbed wire here to deny cover to the opponent. I guess all just make moving around on the point a bit more awkward. Steady advance here. Worth noting though that Umirin's putting more effort in the southeast to get to the eastern fuel point, which is a bit harder to reach and more easy to cut off for Jibber, I think, compared to the western one. Though again, arguably maybe it's roughly the same amount of points when you think about it, with a bit more of an exposed cutter point when you think about it, even more. But oh well. Ground less than fuel point. We got the MD-42 to move to Ascendi to grab the car point there. They won't be able to do anything there. Grab the fuel point. Bit of a strange card order, I guess. But scout car there for JibberJabber on the Red Army. So far, steady advantage there from both sides. Machine is going up here, hoping to catch unit there. In fact, looks to be able to catch the penal troopers here. No. Jibber's apparent MD-42 sends tingles and tells him there's something there, and he quickly moves about. Scout car there almost done for Umirin. Got the western fuel point. They're not quite connected. Pioneers backing off there. Second Grenadier squad, they got the carve point. Penals are ready to ambush anything. Machine gun finally get a bit of move on here. Engineers holding up here, wiring off a dead cow. Petrov, why do we have to wire off a dead cow? It makes me uncomfortable. Oh, that was pretty sneaky there. Awkward for Umirin as well. He could technically just run into the building again. Oh, Jibber, you bastard. Pums filling up, let's get crushing 40 for JibberJabber as well. And you 42 then you shot to bits. He's used to having a hard time there. Finally popping into the shed after much menace and cheekiness there from JibberJabber. Third to make the way for Umirin. Pioneers in trouble with the disc or the Pums filled armored car. MD-42 they're finding a bit away there. Needs to get some Grenadiers out here and needs to get the Pioneers away before Jibber gets a wipe on them, which would slow down Umirin further. Of course, force another 200 manpower to be diverted on fresh Pioneers rather than say a Pan Grenadier squad or some vehicles. Worth noting, Umirin definitely should want to take up soon. Grab the center with the Grenadiers up north here, point being secured. Second Penal troop squad here for JibberJabber and the Red Army, the 30th Tank Corps. No, Umirin going for 4 Grenadiers here. I mean, obviously 4 Grenadiers for German infantry means 4 veteran Grenadier squads. Pretty good, but obviously also a bit risky in terms of like manpower bleeding if you're not careful. Also, as the scout car doesn't like, you know, speed up, I think, a solution to that one. Again, in this regard, I would probably recommend just a fast 2-2 armored car. Going to swing about there and just wondering, why did they fire off a dead cow? Those Russians make me uncomfortable. Comes against the MD-42 here. Tech there for Umirin. Pioneers reinforcing. Grenadiers setting out. North here, Grenadiers being engaged one by the penal troopers in the scout car. Engineers retreating backwards. No medics yet here for JibberJabber. Grenadiers low in health. Being pursued here. Grenadiers holding up here by the MD-42. Third penal troop squad here for JibberJabber. Alrighty, he's definitely going places most people aren't. But again, that is very much part of Jibber's MO. Which is how he one time ended up in the fabled city of Atlantis. But how he got there, we still don't know. Grenadiers with the penal troops there being engaged from several sides. Carve point on the head, good play by Jibber. Thumbs up there. Penal troops being focused down, but the Grenadiers themselves on health. Need to retreat that squad soon. Armored, or light mechanized craft, they were probably going for the armored car to put pressure on JibberJabber. No sign of doctrine here for the Jibber. Scout car being fixed up here. Penal troops down to, well, less than half health, but still holding up those Grenadiers. They need to absolutely retreat. A good disruptive play here. He, of course, trying to return the favour to Jibber, but Jibber, with all the punic troops here, is going to be a tough cookie to crack for Umirin and the Germans. But there you go. Like to make another company up and go for the 2-2. Oh, saddle charge, being attempt to get a wipe in the retreat path. Does it work? Does not. He still gets the wipe, but not because of the satchel charge. But he still got it, which still sucks for Umirin and Punch him for sticking around for too long now on an extended front line. But good play there by Jibber. Thumbs up there. Punics are being suppressed by the MD-42 armored car on the way. Definitely should be using that machine gun more actively. Just stuffing in the shit there. I feel like is a mistake by Umirin. I definitely feel like it's a mistake there. Definitely, I think, swung a few engagements in his favour here versus JibberJabber, which is why the MD-42 is important. Starker going for the car point here. Medics ready. Going to reinforcing. Armored car almost done. Pioneers ready there from the car point just as the man grab the back. Man's going to lay down here by Jibber up north. Medics ready. Going for that car point. Gun is counter-attacking here. Can begin upgrading to veteran grenadiers. We got the armor cart as well here. There we go. Quick retreat there. Jibber does not decide to stick around to see how long before the German starts kicking indoors and shouting Hintel, Hintel. Yeah, definitely should be using this machine gun more actively. Could consider some mines here if possible once he saves up. We need to form the vets. Okay, we got tank hunter tactics. Conscript PTS packages, light anti-tank mines, ambush tactics, howitzers, and the bombing run. Anti-tank bombing run specifically. That's definitely going to be interesting, except for Umirin. They're again very uncomfortable very fast. We'll have to see what he goes for next. There's some Panther Grenadiers could be a good option. He did lose a Grenadier squad. Stormtroopers could also think be a good investment here for him. Going for the car point, very good. Of course, need to have much to extend. As Jibber could easily punish that. Get a back for another for Umirin. Of course, he doesn't know what Jibber's gone for. Up north at Point C, we've got the counters over there, anti-tank rifles. And of course, anti-tank grenade assault. Armor car needs to be careful. At 40 almost done here. Taking a lot of damage, he's going to lose the 2-2 right away, I think. Because the anti-tank rifle is going to tear through it. Got the M3-1, but at the cost of the 2-2. Not quite an equal trade here for Umirin. Fairly decent there for JibberJabber. Got the Eastern Victory Point. We got 420 versus 500. In this regard, Umirin does have the Victory Point lead over Jibber. Got the Pack 40 ready. Grenadiers reinforcing. Again, in veterans quarters on those as well. But there you go. Attack from solid sides is going to make it harder for the M4 to defend against all of the penal troopers. And they will likely get closer to pop the satchel charge. Umirin senses that, of course, realizes this. And pops the machine gun out of there before the entire thing collapses on it. Grenadiers need to move up there on the fuel point, I think. That'd be a good move there. At least just not stand about there. Other Grenadiers got moving about there. Car form once more under threat here. And Umirin doesn't have a lot of forces they're ready to defend. We got another armored car for Umirin. That is an interesting choice here, considering how he lost the first one. But he seems fairly confident. Grabbing some fuel point, grabbing the other point there. But need to defend his car point here versus JibberJabber and the Red Army. Quickly as possible. Penals was quickly moving on, probably sensing a swift counterattack. Then moving on to the next point, further just moving about there, disrupting, harassing Umirin, making it harder for Umirin to make an easy decision here versus JibberJabber's rapid movements. Good play there. Tank will be taken out in there for JibberJabber and the Red Army. Almost got at least some fuel point on the point here. Healing the Grenadiers up. And of course, with heavy cover here, they're going to be even tougher there for the Germans to dig out. T-some light tank all over JibberJabber. Good thing he does have the Pack 40. Armored carpets is not going to be much use against the T-70. They can get some hits in. Need to get the penals of the northern fuel point. Moving towards to the southern point where the penals are residing. Staying at range, possibly worried about more anti-tank rifles there and a possible anti-tank satchels. Then moving about pioneers as well. The machine Pack 40 move forwards. The MD-42 is holding up around the center. Company forwards there. Quick retreat here from Umirin brass armored car. Those need to be careful here. They could get wiped out with all of the troops up close. Armor car taking damage. Machine gun, they're not doing much in the center. Definitely feel like he's focusing too much in the center of the MD-42. Going to be using the east here, just doing nothing. Defending some fuel point, getting units moving up here. Umirin, I feel like is a bit overextended. He's going for more Grenadiers against still no Panther Grenadiers or Stormtroopers. Still nothing there. Or at least another MD-42 I think would also be a great investment as all these penal troopers. But Umirin seems very much dead set on Grenadiers. T-Smart's fortunate to Pack 40 here. Pack 40 though misses an absolute gut punch there to Umirin, as now the T-17 is up near the Pack 40. In particular, since it's got nothing to support the Pack 40. Punishing from the support weapon no extend, and that's an easy prey for a T-70 light tank. In this regard, he's actually lucky Jibber doesn't go for the kill here, probably because he's worried that he might actually be forces nearby to destroy, you know, the T-70 and catch it up there, but definitely a bit spicy there. On his move towards the Sentinel. Still not dealing with the troops here. Jibber is basically just hollowing out there. Umirin's map control there. Sneaky. Double T-70. Oh, double counterblast on the T-70 there. Umirin needs to like form up a more cohesive force here to attack with them. Jibber's going for 4th penal trooper squad. God in Himmel. That is spicy. Got the anti-tank comes there hiding out in some shrubberies. Penal troopers heading eastwards. Grabbing the Western Victory Point. We got 20 versus 500. Oh, that's going to be painful. The anti-tank grenades going off. Oh, didn't get enough because half of the squad was mostly gone anyways. Theoretical small chance of getting a wipe on the conscripts, but not enough troops nearby to finish the job. The Amidst, of course, has a damaged engine, so cannot catch up and finish off the bus. The Pack 40 is saying not going to be doing it either. Lots of back and forth between Jibber and Umirin. Some aggressive turns, swings, and whatnot. Jibber here following up with the SIS-3 divisional field gun. Back here, building up that medic bunker. Definitely, I think, again, should consider another machine gun perhaps at this point to help contain Jibber's infantry. I think that would do a lot there to slow down and curtail the penal troopers. I mean, he's going for a lot of them. Apparently, he has cancelled the 4th one in favour of that field gun. Yeah, I guess that works. Got the western fuel point back. Jibber's got the eastern fuel point back. Grabbing the southern point there again as well. T-7 running forwards here for JibberJabber. Grabbing northern point here. Machine gun armor coming to the T-70. Shots fired. He's been suppressed by the MU-42. Very good there. Pack 40 there, opening up, shoots and misses the T-70 at fairly point-blank range. Pretty awkward there for Umirin. That Pack 40 really hasn't done any damage to that light tank so far. That is some really bad luck there for Umirin. Up north point, they get seized by the gun. Let's quickly retrieve them. I think we'll move on to the munitions point, even at least move to support the flank here. Machine gun flanked by the penal troopers here. Note he's merging contact with the penal troopers, keep the reinforcement cost down. Thumbs up there to Jibber. Armored car around the units in the east mines, they're disrupted. They're not cancelled, so we could finish another point in time. Pack in trouble, being swarmed with the T-70 when he's moving forwards, but that pack is likely going down when he's going up here. Further putting pressure on the people. There you go. Pack crew wiped. He can recruit. No, feels like taking heavy damage. He's going to get wiped out here. Pretty good there for Umirin. Punching Jibber there, perhaps getting a bit too confident. Versus his German opponent. Comes right here with the gun dealer. No tech yet. Pack recruit. Oh, Umirin is actually taken up now. Very good. As for Jibber, he's going for another T-70. Very bold here, very aggressive, looking to further capitalize on the niche he's got so far. He's just further hammer home there Umirin, and hope to, like, swing the game further in his favor before any armor hits. A risky strategy, but if executed correctly, can be quite devastating and quite frustrating. Against the penal troopers here. Back hit reinforcing healing. Tech still not happening there. Oh, it has happened. Stupid Dane, it has happened. You just need to get this bomb up. Could rush a Stugan Austin here versus JibberJabber. And before sitting up there. Fielding keeps snapping away, hoping to get some lucky shots in. Pinchers on health, being pushed back here by Umirin. We got the second T-70 out there. That's going to give JibberJabber quite some firepower here on the move here versus Umirin. Armored promising now with the field gun. Yorkland's caught here with the T-70 light tank. A fearsome position, going to bring up here. Pack 40 in ready. Coming up to Raft Grenade here, these bounced up units really. Oh! Move down counter in time. Could try and pop into the up-hit match with the T-70 in the field gun nearby. That probably be the best move, but could consider it. Good hit from the Pack 40. Finally getting a good hit, Bowie. Finally actually hitting the damn thing in the first place. And there it goes. Second shot. Hits the market as well. The mark, not the market. And he actually gets it. Small win there for Umirin over JibberJabber. Still got a lot of work to do, but getting rid of one T-70 is still a hell of an improvement there for Umirin. Need to get that support court soon here. Conquering rather T-something about it. Close to Veteran 2. North Hitchers reinforcing healing. Nothing further going in Umirin's base. Machine gun about to get pushed back here. And machine gun wipe. Punishing there for Umirin. Punishing, and Jibber's going to make a run for it, try and grab and steal away here from the Germans. Cheeky but effective, obviously. And there we go. Starting to turn a bit dicey for Umirin. Again, he got the T-70, but things are slipping through his fingers like very fine sand. Although he gets a second T-70 as well there. That's pretty good. But he still has an opponent with an MD-42. Now, if he can just push out some fast armor here versus JibberJabber, I think he's got a pretty good shot at this. Going for another MD-42 to replace the one lost. Not bad, but still should be building up the support McCall at the same time. And push out, say, a fast Austrian or a Panzer IV here right now versus Jibber would be, I think, very strong here for Umirin. Would be very strong. He may also want to consider starting to lay down mines. Now he's got all the veterans going to be going there. Some S-mines or telemines at the right places. Could do a lot there to further disrupt Jibber's movements here versus Umirin. Seems they're being shot to bits. Need to be careful there, Jibber. Second infantry almost down there. Comes to charge forward to the armored car. Come on, Umirin, get that support car up. Get it up. Back here, troops ready with the MD-42. Jibber and Umirin could also probably consider more supports with light artillery support. I think they're quite good on the map here. 15 bundles of these, pushing them away. Support McCall find up there for Umirin. Thumbs up. Kingsman 4 catching them towards a pretty bad spot. Oh, Scheiße. That was not great there for Umirin. He just tossed away another MD-42 into Jibber's hands. Oh, it got completely destroyed at least. That is not great there. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible here for Umirin. Well, that's just 260 manpower straight down the drain. Always be careful about sending machine guns like that on their own, in particular like in mid to late game. Like early game you can slightly get away with that kind of stuff, but mid game you always want some troops moving ahead of the machine gun to sort of screen for it. That way ensuring you don't end up in a situation like Umirin's machine gun there. He's going for the Panzer IV, they're very good. Jim of course does have the anti-tank conscript and the field gun, so he can't be completely, you know, overconfident either, since the field gun combined with an anti-tank grenade assault here from the conscripts can actually do some serious damage and quickly take out the Panzer IV. Pins was around it, grabbing the western field point again. Panzer IV halfway done. Jibber's taking up, very good. Gun is with the Strafnigger here by the western munition point, filling with bombarding and shot. Flies right past, hitting the mill in the background. Or windmill specifically. Right getting the penal super squad, almost taking out the entire unit. The south here popping seas, pioneers as the engineers. Got the Panzer IV out. Goes with the machine gun. Rifling it off. Taking damage in there. Something about here. People need to use up north. Need to be careful. There we go. Perhaps a bit too late here to retreat for Umirin though. And he's ready as well. Time for getting the pin up machine gun up. Pin machine gun ready for the Panzer thing. Put out the open shot. Fire. Missed. Going straight forward here as well. Definitely try and keep some infantry close to the Panzer IV. Comes there. Oh, they're going to pelt the armor cover, then tank grenades, and there we go. It is pretty much down here. Do not underestimate the anti-tank grenade assault here of the conscript infantry squadrons. They can really belt out some big damage fast. Going for this and field point there, very good. Jibber he can go for the T-54 from 6 soon. He could also be tempted to go for the Katyusha rocket launcher. More pioneers for the minute, that will repair armor faster. Good work there. Pat caught here for the penal troopers, the Strafniki. Grab the eastern field point, fixing up the Panzer IV, grab the southern point here. Very good. We got 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. JibberJabber at the moment. Excellent victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158. The Marine still has 'excellent' victory point lead. 221 to 158 Ground munition point here, and just being shot to bits. Finish moving eastward, fix up the Panzer IV. Finish the engineers, routed. Great hit from the Panzer IV and the penal troopers. T-34s from 6 halfway down there for JibberJabber and the Red Army. Panzer IV setting out here, engaging the troops east, shot fired, missed. T-34 right about the corner here for JibberJabber, found its way through all the road signs. My god, area road is named Stalin Road. Or Stalin Smashed His Great Road. Like, it's difficult to find your way through all of this. There's the penal troopers, Panzer IV engaging engineers. Eight kills there on the Grenadiers, but they're kind of surrounded. He's clearly looking to ambush the Panzer IV here, very sneaky there. I mean, you can just have it go bit into a certain range, you can just run perfectly into tank, next which point Umirin's Panzer IV is absolutely screwed. There we go. Oh, he got out of range just in time. It's really lucky there for Umirin. He definitely needs to be careful around like heavy cover and definitely wants to keep some infantry close to the Panzer IV to deal with such infantry encounters here, because otherwise he could quickly risk losing the Panzer IV if isn't as lucky as this time around. Definitely go for more Panzer IVs out here versus Jibber. It's the mine then. Can Jibber pursue and finish it off there? Who knows? But he's making good progress on the west by taking advantage of Umirin once we're pushing him sort of centre east and then swing up west. Thumbs up there to Jibber. Umirin definitely needs to bring in more armour. The faster and more, the better. Good in the T-34. Jibber's about to throw his T-34 from Jibber's Umirin. Looks like he's narrowly survived on his body. Oh, they've forgotten! Oh, Umirin, Scheiße! He's actually forgotten about them. Got the T-34 there. Pretty good for Umirin, pretty good. Just getting ready there. And going for another Panzer IV. Very good there, very good. But lost the Grenadiers in the end. Got the other Panzer IV. We got 205 as a 435. Fuel catch for Jibber. Interesting timing here, but clearly indicates more armour. And watch the Civil War Grenadiers.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Panzer was almost good to go. Second one is almost on it for Umirin as well.
The enemy down to 200 points.
Moving for the car upon them, moving northwards. Teams are charging at the Grenadiers here. Fuel cache right about down there for JibberJabber.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Second Panzer IV ready, and then a machine gun. That'll charge off there. Shot fired.
We are losing a sector. Ready for orders.
Setting out there with the Panzer IV. Punks there spotted this time around and getting absolutely demolished here by the two Panzer IVs, unleashing a torrent of death upon them, pushing the back. The Pins shifting a bit away here. Needs that fuel point and grabbing the knees. Field gun comes back now. Field Grenadiers squad more on the way for Umirin. Still no Stormtroopers, still no Pan Grenadiers. Bit disappointed at that, since they are quite good at dealing with the anti-tank guns, which would be a great addition here for Umirin. Machine guns setting up here, and it's been caught out in the open, flanking them. Jibber possibly planning infantry now, or an A35. The more T-34 will be good here. Then put back the two Panzer IVs, almost got the one there, almost got it. Oh, and hits a man with the other second Panzer IV there. Up here, Grenadiers being utterly demolished. As Umirin wants to lose the side of the bigger battle, more Grenadiers moving in, but there's a good chance of getting wiped here from JibberJabber, unless he doesn't, because Umirin is apparently just that lucky. Pulling back the two Panzer IVs, another T-34 on the way there for JibberJabber up north here. Grenadiers being murdered. There you go. Briefly considered the settle charge, but guess he decided against it.
forces are securing our territory.
Moving up east side, Panther 4 they're being held back by Umirin. T-Fed Force 6 halfway done.
The enemy is attempting to
At this point, Umirin may want to consider bringing up either an Osman to help deal with nature further, maybe to Stooks to further solidify his lead against armor. He could also just go for more Panther 4s. I mean, more Panther 4s here wouldn't be half bad either. There you go, fix on the Panther 4s. Contemplating about that. Ground western point. Somebody's moving up. Mine's down here. T-Fed holding up back up with the penal troopers. Constant holding up there. T-Fed rolling forwards. Can soon go for more. Then pulled out nearby the T-Fed force from 16 blasted at. Trooping 40. Panther force getting ready here for Umirin. East side going for the eastern fuel point that has lost the western one. Jibber's close to another T-Fed force from 6. Need to be careful about the open like this, and there you go, great hit from the T-Fed 4. Panther force from westwards. Going to try and, I think, annihilate any sort of isolated units that way. All of them, not bad, they're not bad. Definitely, I think, better deal than attacking into the Hornet's nest that is currently sending here from JibberJabber. And we do have Pawnees backing up. Great for spotting mine. Does still need infantry support for the 2 Panther 4s here. Oh, we could risk getting surprised by JibberJabber in some fun way. And by fun, we mean explosive. T-4 taking it from the field gun there, which is close to actually free. On the east side, he almost got the points there. Punitive they're firing away. Both Panther 4s a bit damaged. T-Fed getting shot at, then he's been up to Panther Faust. Panther about to be knocked out. Umirin is not paying attention. That's definitely a bit of a mistake. They narrowly avoids losing the Panther 4 there, though. Close call. Jibber can now go for another T-Fed 4 very soon. You could, of course, go for COH2s instead, or you go for the HD5. Right, there are options to have for Jibber. The big question, of course, is which does he choose. Sending in the Panther 4 on its own here through the center. Bit risky. There we go, comes in there, trying to set up the Panther where he can sort of get behind the Panther and pellet with anti-tank grenades, but Umirin there spots the entire and backs the Panther 4 out there very fast. Close call, another T-Fed 4 there, field them about in the west here, trying to hit the grenadiers, not quite landing hit though. Pack forward with the T-Fed 4s from 6. We got 152 versus 415. Panther 4 sending out. Reinforcing healing. Field being blasted. Hit some mine there. Would have been great if, you know, Jibber had some stuff there to punish it. It doesn't. Fuel cache being bombarded. Jibber's situation is risky. I mean, force-wise, it's not all bad, but map control-wise, it's quickly turning the favor of Umirin quite aggressively. Fortunately, Umirin is not adding more armor. And unfortunately for him, he's not trying to go for T4, which would be excellent as well, because that means, yes, you mean Umirin would end up wasting a lot of resources and time on something that goes absolutely nowhere. So that's pretty much, I think, Jibber's big hope that his opponent's going to try and somehow be the one that makes Tier 4 not terrible, which would allow Jibber then to push the game around here versus Umirin. Well, of course, he just does nothing, like he currently is. There's still hope here. Because currently Umirin is... Oh, he is going for Tier 4. Okay, just an opening there happened for Jibber. He, of course, is not aware of it, but if he could sort of still, you know, push hard enough and hit Umirin right now. There we go, guy wanting to use them. There's definitely a chance here. Did he cancel it? No, he's not cancelling. Just checking. Deep rushing 40, pack 40 exploding right here. The Umirin's definitely left himself extended, and he's wiped. There's 2 wipes in a short amount of time here. Great for JibberJabber, but terrible for Umirin. Phil Coleman had this in the Panther 4. Umirin's really making some tactical blunders here. Oh, lucky they didn't lose the Panther 4 to the T-Fed Force from 6. Factory getting wiped here, not great. There's too much going on here for Umirin, and he's completely fumbling it. The response is completely chaotic. Wipe on the Pack 40, so there's 2 Grenadier squads and a Pack crew gone. Fragmentation bomb off of Umirin on the Pack there. And gets the crew, but the Pack can still be used here by Jibber versus Umirin. Of course, still has the 2 Panther 4s, but again, rather than just being able to push out more armor versus Jibber now, you know, maybe should just swing the game in favour. He's, you know, clearly set himself on the idea that tier 4 will somehow not be an utter waste of resources and time, but yeah, it's just not very good. I mean, you know, maybe Umirin is the guy that, you know, proves me wrong, but, you know, like, 90% of all matches where, you know, we see someone going for tier 4, it inevitably ends up with a loss. Now he's fixing up the T-34 from 6 here. Jibber, though, of course, still needs to, like, grab most of the map. Jibber's still super low on victory points, so there's still a fat chance Jibber can still lose. Despite his opponent going for tier 4, there's still a good chance that Jibber can lose. It's like, he needs to push hard, needs to push fast, needs to bring on more armor very fast. But again, he is being helped spectacularly by Umirin insisting he wants tier 4 instead of just pushing for more tanks. You know, actual tanks.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Country reinforcing, moving west receive the penal troopers. Machine gun as well, probably move on the victory point is a bit of a higher priority here, but that's just me. So we've got the Pack 40 here, we've got the SIS-3 divisional field gun, Pencil being sent out on its own, fixing up the other one. Still no decent armor here from the Umirin. Grab the eastern points. Grab the western victory point, very good. The main dispatching most is going to use northwards, leaving the Pantherfall to the east. Moving forward to the T-54, backed up the turn to tank and take good deals over the Pantherfall, which gains 52 though. Totally good there for Umirin, but he's not paying attention, and there you go, Pantherfall kaput. Pantherfall down to half of T-54 coming in there, and second Pantherfall down with this. Umirin has just gone from, like, you know, being in a very solid winning position to possibly losing this. Like, he's still got a lot of victory point lead, but his opponent now has the tank advantage, and so it's an advantage that can quickly escalate since he can just keep churning out T-34-76 at an easy pace. And meanwhile, Umirin is, by all accounts, intents, and purposes, deciding he actually wants to go for the heavy Panzer Corps. And they might as well just nickname it to the Stalingrad Corps because, yeah, it's not a winning choice. Anyways, T-54 rushing about there, and he's being crushed beneath the T-54. Jibber is just running out Umirin's base there, showing he does not fear tier 4 or anything really at this point anymore. He's just crushing it all. Oh god, he destroyed the medic bunker. Umirin's infantry is being demolished. Consumed. He's just wiped so many infantry squads with the T-34 from 6 inside of his own base. He's done just 2 Grenadier squads and a Pioneer squad. He had like 4 of them, and now he's just got 2. He's going for the Panther, but this is going to hit so late. The question is, what can a Panther do with 2 Grenadier squads and a Pioneer squad to back it up against so many T-34s, anti-tank guns, and everything else? Yeah, it's just absolutely brutal roadkill here by JibberJabber. Absolutely brutal.
We are losing a sector.
But yeah, Umirin seems to believe in NC. I'm not entirely sure how. Perhaps he's hoping for Steiner's 5th Army to assist him. I mean, that's probably more likely to be used than the Panther at this point. Anyways, Panther almost done, give another T-34 from 6. So there you go, Panther materializes and not Steiner's 5th Army. Panther's running out there for Umirin. Units are up in the north here, T-34 in the centre. Pinwashing being added. Pinwashing on the far here for the Panther. Pinwashing in the south is done. Then he's backing up. There you go. 3 T-54s ready here for JibberJabber. Riding the penal troopers. Good snap there from the Panther. Finishing farther than the T-34s from 6, which more easily just snapped someone. Panther shoots, misses. Machine gun ready. T-54s moving forwards. Gonna swarm here with the 3 T-54s and the conscripts here. Umirin definitely skip this between it. And the T-54s for that matter, the conscripts. Panther just trying to go T-54 shooting. Panther fires away, firing at the counter on the T-54s. Down to half over where the T-54s from at this point don't even really care about the Panther's armor. Another penetrating hit there. Panther down to a quarter of health. Lots of T-54 hits on the T-54s from 6 there. But Umirin has more or less been contained within his base now. Jibber's just moving counter right to hide them here, so he can't even get the Panther out of the base. At least not that way, we're just getting swarmed by the country. He has to take the southern path, where Jibber's prepared other infantry units, though without anti-tank weapons, so I guess there's that. Field gun tank ready up north, even using tracking here just to make sure he can spot Umirin moving his Panther out there, destroying the pioneers here. And he's bombarding the base here. And there going east, we see what the gun needs to right into the Puma troops here. Jibber's got all exits covered. Settle charging the Grenadiers, quickly retreating. We've got 50 versus 241. I want to grab the northern victory point if possible. Else he's just grabbing everything else, and Umirin is in a really, really bad place.
The enemy has broken our supply lines. Our opponents are seizing
Katusha there for JibberJabber. Panther being fixed up.
We are losing a sector.
Rushing into the base here. Jibber going for the killing blow. Well, another killing blow. I mean, technically the first one shouldn't, killed up Umirin, but Umirin apparently is really tough in that sense, but still no chance of winning. There you go, T-54 just crushing the pioneers, pursuing the Panther. Panther there, close to about since he won, which gains his blitzkrieg, which is not really useful for the Panther, by the way. It is pretty much useless. And Jibber at this point doesn't even seem like particularly care about the Panther either. He's just like, you know, He's just destroying the base instead, just ignoring the Panther more or less, like just making sure the Panther doesn't get like any easy hits, but like otherwise Jibber clearly doesn't consider the Panther even like remotely a threat. And what can it do at this point? Nothing. Panther from the field, anti-tankers on the Panther. Might making us be gone. Panther down. And with that, I think it is safe to say Umirin now has definitely lost. I mean, kind of had lost, by the time Jibber just drove straight for his base. But, yeah, I mean, Umirin's chance of winning this are pretty much nil. Short of, I don't know, Jibber being carried away by secret police or something.
Our base is under attack.
If I don't know, improperly eating a Stroopwafel or something. Enemy is wiped.
Infantry squad has been killed.
And there you go, GG, game over. Lost there for Umirin, a victory for JibberJabber. It was really close, but there was definitely some big mistakes. Apparently, again, was that engagement earlier here, where he just really left his forces exposed to leaving up for Jibber to, like, just swing in and really do heavy damage. But even then, like, just the idea he wanted to go for tier 4 and the Stalingrad Corps, rather than just sticking to, like, the Zaporma Corps and actually getting out some more tanks when he could have. Like, I think that really was more than anything, like, the defining moment that he just lost. Like, really, just don't go for tier 4. There is nothing good there. No matter what Relic or Mirage Flange says, it's basically a load of bogus at this point. Like, it's just not good. So, please don't do it. I've wasted way too many players of late. Tried to make tier 4 work. And again, 90 to 95% of them just fail. And then it's like the small group that actually win with it. But again, that's because they're usually winning so hard, even tier 4 couldn't sink them. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, do channel enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.